Hello friends, this is Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming, and it is day 4 of the League, the Legion League here, and today's video I'm going to go over how to get a 2 Exalt item, roughly, for about a quarter of that price, about half an Exalt. So this is going to be something very good for any player that likes to use two-handed axes. And then I'm going to go over my gem links. I did get a 6 link. I'm going to show some gameplay, go over my gear. I'll be a little bit more detailed than I was in the last video. So hope you enjoy it, and let's jump into it. So currently I am I don't have that much currency anymore. I have 3 Exalts, 59 Chaos, but I did make some purchases. I bought this for 1 Exalt and 20 Chaos yesterday, which is probably, I don't know if it was necessarily worth it, but it ended up having a lot of life, a decent amount of resistances, and it was a 6 link with the colors I needed already. So I got this nice little upgrade here. For my 6th link, I added Impale. So in terms of priority, for me, I go Cyclone, Melee Physical, Infused Channeling, Fortify, Brutality, and then Impale. And Impale you want to pick up once you have the Impale nodes on the tree, which are right here and here. And that'll give you a total of 100% chance to Impale. I misunderstood the way Impale worked entirely and found it to be very much worth investing in instead of just having 40%. And since then, I've had a much easier time of bossing, and the damages just felt a lot better. The tooltip DPS isn't all that much higher, but when I actually get all of my buffs up and when I'm actually targeting down a boss, they go down much, much faster than before I was investing in Impale. I did get my 4th, I did get Uber Lab done. I ended up getting Endless Hunger. Initially, I got overwhelmed, tried to go crit, but I was finding it a little bit difficult. I thought I might have to spec out of some nodes here if I wanted to really invest into crit. Also, I would have had to get some of the less efficient crit nodes for the accuracy to maintain near 100% accuracy, like Titanic Impacts. And I kind of ended up speccing out of this node here when I decided not to go crit. Got Hatchet Master instead and came over towards the Life Leech and Vol Pack. So those were the changes. Now let's get to the item crafting. So you can make your very own, roughly at this point in the league, 2 Exalt item. Weapons similar to the Kingmaker are, in terms of DPS, are going for roughly 2 Exalts, anywhere from 1.4 to 2 Exalts. Some people were even selling Kingmaker for 2 Exalts. Now the thing is, you can make a Kingmaker. This doesn't drop. You simply vendor a Soul Taker and a Heartbreaker with an Orb of Fusing, and they will fuse together. You can even see in the art, the dagger is kind of just attached on the end, making it longer range and two-handed, I suppose. And it's got a bunch of effects for allies, but the important thing for us is it's just a really nice high DPS weapon, and the insufficient mana doesn't prevent your melee attacks. Best thing about this, as you can see, we run out of mana really quick with Cyclone, but we get to keep cycling. Same thing with Leap Slam. We can just Leap Slam forever, even if we're out of mana. So really nice, high DPS. I believe this one's over 500 DPS. So I haven't actually calculated it, but I think it's like 530, 540 DPS. So very nice. I made it myself. I bought a Heartbreaker for 3 Elks. There were some even for 2 Elks, but they didn't respond, so might just be price fixing. And then the Soul Taker was 41 Chaos. And that is actually incredibly cheap for the value of this item. So because people were selling Kingmakers for 2 Exalts, and currently Exalts are going for like 80 something Chaos last I checked. I think it was 82 when I last checked. So this isn't a 2 Exalt item, or people are selling it for 2 Exalts at a minimum, and people were taking them and well, you can simply make them by spending roughly half an Exalt. So that's a little tip. It's really nice for the beginning of the game because Soul Takers aren't that hard to find. so there will be people selling them fairly early on, and it's a lot more attainable. I ended up getting this for 1/16 of the price that I would have gotten for an Itsiri's. So Itsiri's ass. It's Itsiri's ass for an Itsiri's disfavor. No, so I think that is probably a pretty good deal. You do lose about 80 DPS as compared to Itsiri's disfavor, which is a little bit unfortunate, but just the fact that you don't have to like grab the revelry here to sustain your mana is really, really nice. As far as changes in gear, I still have the same gloves. Turns out they were actually really good gloves. So I ended up crafting all attributes onto both my amulet and my gloves just so I can maintain the intelligence I need for infused channeling. I have 107 intelligence, I need 106. When this dings level 20, I'm not going to be able to upgrade it right away because I spec'd out of some intelligence. I spec'd out of here so that I could path through here. It saved me a point basically. And then I ended up speccing out of these points as well. So yeah, I did a lot of respecking. I ended up speccing out of Overwhelm, which is part of the reason, as you may see, I have no scours, very few chances, and no regrets. So yeah, ate through those like crazy, respecking, trying to get things set up. Ended up getting like berserking, lots of stuff there. But this is the same ring. I couldn't find an upgrade that I thought was worth it. Rings are really expensive right now, so it's hard to find a good one for an affordable price. So this will just have to kind of sustain me for a little bit. Belt's still the same as well. I could definitely find a better belt than this. I'm 100% certain, but I haven't really found the need to just yet. I guess, yeah, I could just go for it, but it's fairly high life. It's got resistances. I probably want more resistances so I don't have to worry about resist as much, and also the fact that I am not LE resistance capped for my fire resistance. I need 7 more fire resist to hit LE weakness cap so that I can run LE weakness maps without worrying about getting burned to death by something. Boots are actually the same. There were some minor upgrades that I could have gotten. Also, I tried to get the Leech enchant when I was trying to maintain mana, and I failed to do so. The current enchant I have on it does nothing. I might run Cruel Lab a couple of additional times just to get something decent for me. I can't actually enchant this helmet. This is a new helmet. I ended up buying this for 11 chaos, I think. 120 life resistances, its armor. It's not bad. As you can see, my gems are still a mess. I don't even have any support setups. I just have Leap Slam with faster attack, which I didn't even have before. And other than that, I'm getting all of my utility from Infused Channeling and Fortify as far as defensively. I haven't really had a problem with it too much. I've killed a bunch of Itsiri's. For some reason, this league, Sacrifice at Midnights have been dropping a lot more than often. I've already killed 5 or 6 Itsiri's, and I've made a decent amount of currency selling in the beginning Itsiri's Step, I believe. So, been making a decent amount of currency doing that. Probably going to run more. I definitely want to run Uber Itsiri because, well, if I do get an Itsiri's disfavor, I'll probably use it. I'll have to figure out, get Mana Leech somewhere. So, that'll be sorted out, but I'm saving up for that currently. As far as my shards, I'm getting pretty close on a couple of them. I'm actually going to save up until I can do 4 right from the get-go, though. This build does not necessarily clear the Legion content as quickly as I'd like, and also I don't just kill all of the guys. I go around and try to get all the chests. So AoE's looking pretty good. Currently on the tree, I'm heading down towards Wrecking Ball and Executioner, but that's going to be a lot of points. That's 7 points. So that's a stretch goal for 95, and that'll take me quite a while. Although maybe not so long, because I am already level 88. Usually I stall at like 91, 92, and I kind of get bored of the character, but we'll have to see how it goes. I'm still having a decent amount of fun. I do plan on starting up a new character. Same amulet as well. It has the flat physical damage, life, percentage life, all resist, and the attributes. I don't really see a reason to upgrade this at the moment. I bought a new steel ring, or I bought a steel ring base for 6 chaos, and then I just kind of used essences and some chaos, and just self-crafted this. And I think I actually burnt through like 3 essences and like 15 or 20 chaos before I hit the 45 strength, 72 life, all resist, lightning resist, and then I just crafted the 7 to 10 physical damage with the bench for like 2 chaos, I think it is. So overall, gear is a little bit better. My armor is quite a bit lower, so I had over 5,000 before, and that's because I'm wearing a sacrificial garb, which is not nearly as much armor as my previous. I also took an armor downgrade on the helmet. My previous one had like 700 armor, but it also had about 50 less life than this one, so I consider that a good trade-off overall. 50 flat life is pretty decent. So yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with how the build is going. A lot of people ask how I would prioritize my skill gems. I kind of talked about that. I will probably set up some utility gem setups at some point. I should have done that already, and that's the reason why this is more of an overview and an update rather than a guide. But I think it is a testament to the build that I've managed not to do that so far, and I'm still doing pretty well. In terms of my atlas, I have 70 completed. I have plenty of lower tier maps that I haven't completed in my stash tab so far, but I don't get any experience from running them, so I've been hesitant to go back and complete them. Currently I'm doing some, I don't want to do the colonnade just yet because I don't have any scours, so I can't get that going. I'm just going to do an unidentified precinct here, and we'll see how that goes since I already have that one completed. But I'm using Blood Rage with Volpact, so I basically have to be killing constantly to keep myself from degenning, which isn't too bad, but it's kind of annoying if you want to like sit and gather loot. We do regen. As you can see, I'm just slowly degenning, and if you just sit there for a little bit. But yeah, we're doing a we're doing a good amount of damage. Just stood on those cold explosions. Brilliant. And we burned through rares pretty quickly. We burned through bosses pretty quickly. We have good leech. We could definitely still use with more health, and I'm going for damage instead because this is softcore. So I'll probably maybe get to like 6k health tops by the time I'm completely done with this character, but we'll have to see. And I like to keep the minimap up. I'm sure for your viewing experience that isn't pleasant, so I'll just try to tab through it or pay attention to the upper corner instead. I just like the convenience of being able to keep my eyes all in one place, you know, just watch my character while also looking at the map. It's also a lot bigger, so it helps me, ooh, standing in those cool boy explosions. Good stuff. Alright, so pretty quick clear, very, very safe for the most part with the leech, with a few exceptions. Like I said, it would be great to have 6,500 or more life optimally, and if I wanted to, I could start going for the life armor nodes instead of moving over towards Wrecking Ball, but, you know, I just want more damage. I want to be doing a whole lot of damage by the end of the game, so the way I approach this is I usually just kind of jump around. This is going to be a small one, and try to find all of the, yeah, this is an incredibly small one, so I guess I'll just kind of clear out everything, but some of it spawned over there. Yeah, alright, well, hey, Divine, nice. Nice! Okay. Clearing through here, getting some loot, some dank loot. Let's see what we get here, some splinters. And yeah, as you can see, just picking up loot, I start to degen a lot of health through the power of Blood Rage, which is kind of obnoxious. It's one of the downsides for going Volpack, but you know, I just pop it again and I get straight in there. I mean, I could health potion in between packs, and it wouldn't make that big of a difference. I haven't been doing very well with my flasks. But since my build is mostly complete this time, I am going to go ahead and put a path of building in the link below for those who want to see that. Yeah, we can cyclone straight through those guys and not die, so that's good. I didn't know that. It's a risky play, and maybe higher tier or more damage mods, we wouldn't want to do that. I have no idea what mods are on here. I don't see a curse on me. Oh yeah. So here we are against the bosses, and need to pop my non-freeze flask so I don't get frozen. And
hello, friends.
Hey,
welcome to Behind Eyes Gaming.
Thanks for the subscription, Door. Appreciate that. You're on YouTube. Awesome. Awesome. So that was a boss. Yeah, that was a multi-boss, which is nice. And we are pretty much done here. So that's everything. I'm probably going to move on to another build. I am going to keep playing this in the background, but I'm going to start leveling another build. I have so many other build ideas for this league. I need to start hitting them soon. I hope you enjoyed. Quick shout out to Ty, my patron. Really appreciate that, dude. This has been Ryan from Behind Eyes Gaming, and I will see you next time. Bye.